What is up, everybody? Today we'll be talking about Nintendo keeps playing DMCA Whack-A-Mole with Yuzu Switch emulator copies on GitHub, but it'll never be able to fully stomp them out, and I agree with that. Now, just in case you guys thought that I was a Nintendo fanboy, here we go. Now we're talking about something bad about Nintendo in recent times. So, it's been 2 months since the makers of Nintendo Switch emulator Yuzu settled for $2.4 million, ceasing development and handing the code over to Nintendo. Before Yuzu was taken offline, though, countless emulation fans forked the code to their own GitHub repositories. Oh my god, never use that word. Repositories, creating a duplicate. Others backed up the code to other hosting platforms, which may make them more resilient to Nintendo's takedown request than GitHub, which has just complied with a Nintendo takedown requesting by removing 8,535 repositories of Yuzu code. Yeah, like that's gonna do anything. The details of the takedown were posted on GitHub yesterday, based off of the takedown request sent on April 29th. Because the report network has contained the allegedly infringing content, oh my god, I'm tired, was larger than 100 repositories, and the submitter alleged that all or most of the forks were infringing to the same extent as the parent repository. GitHub processed the takedown notice against the entire network of 8,535 repositories, inclusive of the parent repository. Oh, God, if I had to hear that word one more time, the statement reads, Nintendo repeated the same claim it's made in the past. Now, let me just say something real quick. Nintendo, you are never going to be able to take down all these things, okay? And I don't know why the hell you're so anally blasted about your code or like emulators with your thing. It is people who already own your game, or it is people who have no interest of buying your game anyways. You have no right to say what people are what people are able to do with current technology. You just can't. You can't. If people don't want to buy their game, they don't have to buy your game. I'm sorry. You can't force that. Especially because people will find ways around it. Like, they probably had no interest of buying your game anyways. If I actually gave the least bit of a shit about, like, the newest Zelda game, the Tears of the Kingdom, more like Tears of the Fanboys, because that game sucked ass. I had no interest of buying that piece of crap. And honestly, if I cared enough, I would have emulated it. I don't care. I don't care. That game is a literal carbon copy of Breath of the Wild. In fact, it's probably worse. It's actually worse than Breath of the Wild because of the shitty underground segments. So, it's actually worse than Breath of the Wild. You didn't improve on anything, and it took you 6 years, I think. 7 years? I'm not sure. Hold on 1 minute. Yeah, it took them about 6 years to release the damn game, barely showing us anything within those progresses. Like, I don't understand what the hell you were thinking with that god-awful game. But it sold well. It sold amazingly well. So clearly, people who emulated it they didn't impact the overall numbers. So shut the fuck up, Nintendo. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of this. I really am. And this is why you don't trust companies with this shit. Like, what are you doing with that anyways? Tell me. You don't discount the games. You don't put it with a service. You don't do anything with it. And honestly, no one's gonna buy your fucking game afterwards. That's it. Like, all the sales you get in the beginning, that's probably all the sales you're ever gonna get with that game. Get the hell out of here with that nonsense. And you barely, like I said, they barely put their games on fucking sale. And, like, the game runs like shit anyways. You don't deserve my money. Like, if I'm being honest. And again, literally carbon copy of Breath of the Wild, and you don't even run that well on the native hardware. Why the fuck are you taking down, like, the emulators that actually need source code from the original fucking game? AKA, you have to buy it. But it doesn't matter anyways. People are still able to use Yuzu, by the way. Nintendo didn't do shit. There's a Wayback Machine that lets you download fucking previous things of it. Hell, I still have it on my Android. And if I actually am able to take advantage of it, I can actually, you know, play it on there. Will it play well? Probably not, but I can still use it on my PC as well. So, here's the thing. You didn't do shit. You really didn't. Even when it comes to Yuzu, you didn't do anything for the average emulator. You really didn't. You know? So, you look stupid. And then they really think that they can take down every single Switch emulator. There's only going to be more. There's only going to be more, like, preservation because of your whole outrage against emulation, bro. It's stealing. No, it's not. And for the people who are taking the games, oh, boo-hoo. See if I fucking care that this multi-billion-dollar company is losing, like, what, some downloads? Boo-fuckity-hoo. The hell? Like, they're not gonna buy your game anyways, morons. And the people who did buy your games are still using the Yuzu emulator to play them better. What the hell's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I always am one of those guys that are like, is the damn product worth it? And if I think it's not, I will find a way to get it cheaper. Whether it's by a third party, like say someone bought it, they didn't like it, and they sell it for significantly less, I'll buy that from them. Or if that literally means that I could just download it online, if I really care about it that much, I will. I don't care. I don't care. You don't deserve my money with that game either, by the way. You really don't, Nintendo. So I'm just gonna say this. Emulation is not illegal. Get the fuck over it. It's really not. Now, people taking, like... But you can't say that either. You can't say that, oh, people are taking the download codes. Like, you can't say that because you don't own those codes anymore. People are dumping their version of it. Even the people who download the games for free, they're downloading it, like mostly for preservation. You can't even say, oh, they're stealing it. Are they, though? Are they? How do you know if they bought the game or not? How are you supposed to know? Maybe they want to play it better on their fucking PC. You don't know that. Maybe they want to play on their Steam Deck because they can still play the game portably and better. You don't know that. There's no way of telling. And honestly, it's none of anyone's fucking business. Even Nintendo's. The hell? You guys use emulation when you resell your fucking games for $60+. So why is it a problem with other people do it? Oh, because they're not you. Right. Because you really are lost with, someone making that darn SNES emulator available. I'm so happy Apple is saying fuck you to Nintendo and allowing emulators on the iPhone finally. Finally. I'm so happy about that, bro. Because you deserve it, Nintendo. You're literally making a big-ass deal over emulators for fucking nothing. You don't know if people got it or not, so shut the fuck up. Like, and again, their games are selling amazingly. They're selling well, even though some of them don't deserve it, but they are. So they can't say that. They can't say that, oh, this is impacting our sales. Fuck you, how do you know that? Your games are doing phenomenal. The Switch is doing phenomenal, even if it's a dated piece of shit. What? You gotta be kidding me. So how are you supposed to tell if emulation is really hurting your sales? It's not. They're full of shit. You think everybody out there is emulating? No, dumb fuck. They're not. Like, oh my god. Even I don't know how to emulate with the Yuzus and stuff like that. I really don't. It's actually harder than I thought. So, you know. So if I can't do it, then your average Joe definitely can't. Yet. I can't do it yet. But, yeah, if I can't do it now, then your average Joe is not going to go out there and try it. You know? They'll just buy the game on the Switch. But anyways, I'm just so done with this because, again, they took down fan remakes of Mario 64, yet here they are releasing Mario 64 in the most half-assed, horrible way. That's not even about, oh, preservation, because they literally used the patched Japanese version of the game. Nice. So you don't even get the fun little glitches with Mario 64, by the way. You really don't. You don't. With that shitty Mario collection. Yeah, it's so sad. Anyways, I think I'm done with this. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.